This van was being stored at my friend's place, and this neighbor was walking by. I was so enthusiastic. I was like, look, I've cleaned up the interior. And his biggest piece of advice was to find the nearest cliff and push it off. I kind of knew I was in over my head. I already had 4 other cars, barely anywhere to store them, and time was kind of running out. I never really intended to make this film, but that's the way it ended up. I think I must have been 13, 14, something like that, and I saw this old payphone that was abandoned. There wasn't even a phone in it anymore. And I saw that there was this logo on there that was just so distinct. It was just a bell in a circle, and I think like anybody who kind of appreciates graphic design, I kind of wanted to know more about it.
Let's take a look. The Bell logo, this one is just a magnet I added, is 15.5 inches. And exactly 2.5 inches away from that is the name of the Bell operating company, in this case.
One day, many, many years later, I saw this old Ford Econoline van that was just a wreck. But I could see just like the colors peeking through, and I immediately knew what it was. I bought the van and avalanched into this restoration, quote-unquote, project, doing some archaeology, trying to uncover graphics that had been hidden away for, decades. When it comes to Bell System vans, and especially these Saul Bass design vehicles, each decision that they made for the livery actually had a function and a purpose to it. It's the type of thing that everybody used to see and is no longer anywhere to be seen.
You may have seen vans like this one driving around your city, neighborhood, or street. You may have even had a Bell System repairman stop by your home to take a look at your telephone. Whatever the case may be, there are over 135,000 Bell System utility vehicles in service every day, making sure the Bell System is working the best it can. Today, we're going to show you an example. This one is brand new from Ford. Jack, I said brand new.
This is the best we could get. Why are you stopping? Keep rolling, keep rolling.
No,
We're losing light here.
Okay, cut. We can't have this.
Kid, I'm the director.
People are actually going to know it's not 1970.
Nobody's going to notice, all right? We talked about this. Keep rolling. We don't have the budget.
Letting go of it was bittersweet, but I knew it was something that I had to do. I knew I didn't have the resources to fully perform a restoration on the van. The story aspect for me draws me more to a car, and especially a van like that. I kind of switched gears and started writing a script to tell that whole journey, and it just kind of ballooned into a full-on production. Telephones. They're what? No.
Telephones.
Telephones. Wait, what was the line? Telephones. Telephones. They're how we stay connected.
They're how we stay connected.
For our friends, to our family members, for our friends, to our neighbors, to our family members living miles away, these devices are how we connect. These devices are how we stay connected. No, these devices
are how people communicate. It all started almost a century ago when Alexander Graham Bell picked up the first telephone and said, "Hello."
Once I did make that decision, I knew that the best place for it would be Bring a Trailer, because there's such a strong community of people who appreciate really everything, and I turned out to be right. The auction went live. People started, commenting. The person who won the auction, he was the same age as the van. He lived in Washington State, where Pacific Northwest Bell was headquartered, and he remembered these vans when he was growing up. What kind of blew me away was that most of the comments were not really about the van, they were about the video. A few months later, when I was looking for work, I applied here at the Petersen. They remembered me from the film I had made. And I think it was that moment where two people in the room kind of gave each other a look, which was, this guy's crazy. We need him. So, yeah, here I am. I track down cars for a living. It's a dream job. Every car has a story, and a lot of people have a personal connection to that story from all walks of life. When I get to actually find those cars and talk to the owners, and oftentimes the owners are kind of surprised about how I found them, but they end up being very rare and one-off type of cars. Why not share that appreciation with a much broader audience and also educate them about this specific car that you have? That's the type of thing that I think can really bring people together, so I love that.